Good evening, hockey fans. We are here back at the New England Sports Complex for a rematch game between the Team Colorado and the Boston Advantage. Let's do this right here. Yep. First game between these two teams was the first game of the tournament for both teams. That game ended in a 2-2 tie off of some really good goaltending between the two teams. This game is a do-or-die game. It's the quarterfinals. There is no ties in the quarterfinals, so we're going to have to one team has to come out with a win. So this will be a good rematch between these two teams. Let's see what either team could do. Hopefully Colorado comes out on fire and they're ready to take it to them. Boston Advantage played really good defensively. They got some really solid players. I believe number 9 is just fantastic defensively. She's super solid. Plays the body well. They got to get the puck past her. Colorado, on the other hand, has speed. They've got a lot of good, fast players on their team. So we will see what they bring to the table for this particular game. Right now, warm-ups are ongoing. We got about a minute and 40 seconds left of the warm-ups before we get the pucks picked up and get the game rolling. So stick with us. We got a hockey game to be played, and this is going to be a fun one. All right. Puck warm-ups are done. Pucks are being picked up right now. In net for Team Colorado, we're going to have Bridget Guerrera standing strong between the pipes. Let's see if she can keep this team in the game. But great goaltending does not win you a game. You got to be able to score too. Let's see if Colorado's got the wherewithal to take it hard to Boston and put some pucks behind their goaltender. Either way, like I said, this is going to be a fun, hard-fought game between these two teams. So we are just about ready to roll. All right, 92 is Flanagan taking center for Colorado. Plowman gets it. Carries it into the Boston zone, throws it down deep as the Boston D takes a little bit of a spill. Number 9 for Boston, I mentioned her earlier, picked it up, back out of the Boston zone. Plowman gets it and takes it in. Centers that. That's picked off. Number 35 with the puck now. Carries it up through the neutral zone, trying to step through a couple of the Colorado players. Down low, Bachman picks it up on the far side and takes it down below the goal line and rims it around over to the near side. And we got a tripping call that's being made on Boston right out of the gate, as Plowman takes a spill as her feet were taken out from underneath her. So number 37 for Boston going to the sin bin early on in this first period. That puts Team Colorado on a power play. I know you're watching this on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps us. Fry gets it, chipped over to the far side, but not able to keep it in as Bachman. Bachman backhands it up the boards. Wadey steps to the center, ends up losing it. The Boston defense picks it up and is looking to pass it up, but had it knocked off of her stick. Thrown over to the far side again is number 24, Corrigan. And back up to the point, Bachman again with it towards the net. Backhanded towards the net by number 8, I believe that's Storfa. Sorry, that was Landa. It was number 9. The jersey number is a little hard to read. Corrigan right there with an opportunity, but that goalie slid over really quick and managed to pinch off that corner. Centering, or shot on net. Boston gets it, not able to get it out as Landa makes an errant pass trying to hit Wadey, and they do not connect. Fry picks it up down in the Colorado zone. 30 seconds left on the power play. Fry comes up, hands it off to Wadey, but not able to control it. Chipped down low. And number 13, Landcamer gets it, but was not able to hold it on. Marvisi chips it down low, gets it back to Landcamer. Landcamer with the puck, shot blocked up front. Landcamer still with it. Puck's right there in front of the goaltender, and she covers that up. And we get a stoppage of play and a face-off just to her left. 2 seconds left on the Colorado power play. Not able to get a whole lot of shots on this power play. Thomason tries to chip it down low. Back to Collins. That's picked off. Chipped up and off the skate of one of the Boston players. Marvisi now with it. Skates in. Marvisi goes to the center. Had it knocked off her stick. Shot towards the net. Thomason tries to get it on the far side, but is beaten to the puck. Chipped up the far side boards. Marvisi again with it. Gets it over to Thomason. Thomason shot, and that is not deflected up front, but goes wide of the net. Collins back to pick it up, and she does so. Hands it off to Marvisi. Marvisi carries it up and backhands it in deep, but there was an offsides call on Colorado as one of her teammates beat Marvisi into the zone. So we'll have a face-off just in front of the Boston bench. Boston is back at full strength. Boston controlling it and chipped out of their own zone. Rowan back to pick it up. Rowan, quick change of direction. Had it knocked off her stick, though. Back up to the point and not able to get the puck out. Finally picked up by Flanagan and not out. Shot towards the net. Goes wide by Boston. Rowan gets it to Storfa. Storfa chips it out. And brought in. Flanagan chasing it down. Whacked off the half wall. Girls battling for it right near the half wall. Rowan steps in, picks up the puck, centers it, and a goal! Rowan with a nice pass, and Storfa puts the first goal of the game on the board. That puts Colorado up 1-0. Colorado putting on some really good pressure in this game so far and able to strike first. Like I said, this is a do-or-die game. This is a quarterfinals. The winner of this game will move on to the semifinals and potentially the championship, which will both the semifinals and the championship games are tomorrow. Landa taking the draw, and Boston comes away with that one, and Rowan chips it to the boards. Landa's knocked off the puck, picked up by Boston's number 9. Boston with it in the neutral zone. Pass over to number 10. She's not able to handle that one. Landa gets it and throws it into the Boston zone, but that's picked off. Picked up by Milish. Carried in and bumped off the puck, but only temporarily. She throws it towards the net, picked off by number 10. Up the far side boards, Buttenweiser right there, but not able to maintain control of the puck. Ejected out of the zone. Rowan picks it up. Tries to get it up to number 5, Milish. Boston gets control of it. Number 11 now with it. Shot saved by Guerrera. That's the first good shot that Boston's had in this game so far. Milish gets it out of the zone, and that's picked off by Boston over to the far side. Back over to the near side. Gray gets it and tries to chip it down, but that's picked off. Buttenweiser there, had it knocked past her. Rowan back to pick it up for Colorado. Tries to get it up to Wadey. Wadey with it, chips it past the Boston defender, skates in, had it knocked off her stick. Gray with her. Back to Wadey, not able to connect on that pass. Boston's number 9, who again is really a solid defender. And back out of the zone, Corrigan gets it over to Bachman, up to Wadey. Wadey just chips it in, and Colorado goes to work, racing to the puck. Corrigan trying to get to it first, had it knocked past her, but not by much. It's now on the near side half wall and bouncing around a little bit. Finally chipped up and out. Gray with it. Gets it over to Bachman. Bachman has to chase it down a little bit on the far side. Bachman with it. Back over to Fry. Fry with it. Back to Bachman. Bachman carries it up. Steps around one of the Boston players and promptly redirects it right off of one of the Boston players' sticks. Landcamer carries it in off of a couple of dekes. Shot saved by the goaltender. Bouncing around in front. And Landcamer picks it up behind the net. Puck still bouncing around. Thomason with it. Chips it down low. Landcamer going to get it. And had it chipped past her. Bachman there. Spins around and throws it down low to Thomason. Thomason tries to center that one. That goes off of the stick of one of the Boston players. Thomason back to Flanagan. Flanagan throws it down low for Landcamer. Landcamer with the puck. She's hounded by number 9. Boston picks it up, throws it up to 21. 21 chips it out to Bachman. Bachman with it over to Fry. And up to Thomason. Thomason carries it in. Shot saved by the goaltender. No issue seeing that one. Nobody in front of her. Goaltender flashes that leather, and we get a stoppage of play. We are at the 6:59 mark of the first period. And current score is 1-0 with Colorado being up in this tilt so far. Landa taking the draw. Back to Storfa. Storfa with it. Had it knocked off her stick. She knocked it off one of the Boston player sticks. Quick change of direction up the boards to Collins. Collins not able to hold that one in and gets hauled down. Collins gets back up. No call there from the officials. Do we only have one official out here for this game? That's what it looks like. Marvisi with the puck. Throws it in down low. Back up the boards. And Choi with it. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi carries it down low. Marvisi throws it towards the net, ekes its way out front, but nobody able to get to there first. Rimmed around by Boston and chipped up. Not out as Collins intercepted that one. Bouncing around underneath the goaltender's glove. Boston picks it up down below their own goal line. Marvisi manages to keep that one in, and it pops out. Joy now with it. Carries it up the far side and chips it down low. Goes for a change. Thrown up and kicked at. Pucks gets taken in by, I believe, Flanagan. Or Plowman, sorry. Plowman with it. Throws it towards the net, but it's blocked up front. Boston gets it and throws it out of the zone. Number 11 with it now. Carried into the Colorado zone. Boston still controlling it. Now Colorado gets it back, chips it up the boards. Number 10 picks that one off, takes it around behind the Boston net, carried up the far side, and right on the half wall, Boston gets it back. Tried chipped up and out, and Rowan chips it back in offside, so we get a stoppage of play. And a face-off right in front of the Boston zone. This is disappointing that they only have one official for this CCM Invite tournament. If they're going to do tournaments like this, they really need to have two officials at an absolute minimum. Corrigan with it, thrown towards the net. Puck's bouncing around, and we have another. Did the goaltender save that one? She did catch it. I thought I saw it go in the back of the net, but obviously I was mistaken from my perch up high. Bird's nest view. That's a good way of putting it. So face off just to the goaltender's left. Flanagan taking the draw. Wadey gets it, throws it just wide of that post. That was almost in. Good attempt by Wadey there. And Buttenweiser with the puck now. Had it knocked past her. Couple of Boston players there. Stolen by Wadey. Wadey with it. She carries it into the Boston zone. Leaves it for Corrigan. Corrigan throws it towards the net. Sounds like somebody's car horn is inside the rink. Picked off by Rowan. Rowan manages to keep it in, but only temporarily as it finally ekes its way out. We got a little bunch of girls right in front of the Boston bench battling over the puck. Finally chipped out. Budweiser gets it back to Wadey. Wadey with it. Chips it down low. Absorbs a hit and chases the puck down. Number 10 rims it around and thrown back down low by Rowan. Boston gets control of it. Picked off by Flanagan. Flanagan gives it over to Wadey. Wadey over to Buttenweiser. Buttenweiser with it. Gets it up to Flanagan. I believe that. That was Rowan. Rowan gets it over to Corrigan, who gets it into the zone. Quick change of direction by the Boston player to lose a couple of the Colorado players. Bachman with the puck now. Comes up the near side boards. Skates it in with a head of steam. Gets it down low. Loses the puck. Landa right there. Chips it down for Thomason. Rimmed around over to the near side. Batted past Fry and out. Bachman with the puck now in the neutral zone. Quick change of direction. Tries to get it up to Thomason. Thomason has that grenade off of her stick. Number 9 for Boston picks it up. Chipped up the near side boards and thrown down low. No icing there. Fry with it down low. And she backhands it to one of the Boston players. Boston takes it behind the Colorado net and battling right there. And we get a stoppage of play as Guerrera manages to hold on to that one. So we'll have a face-off just to her right. We are at the 4-minute mark of the first period. Still lots of hockey to be played. Colorado only up 1-0. They need to bury some more of these chances. They're getting ample opportunities against Boston. Boston wins that face-off. Colorado right on the center for Boston, rimmed around over to the far side, picked up by 23. Batted off the boards. Choi with it now. Choi and Landa rushing in. Pass. That is intercepted by Boston, and they pick it back up and carry it up and into the neutral zone, thrown down low. Off the far side boards. Choi with it. And knocked away from her. Picked off by, I believe that, I don't know if that's Storfa or Landa. Their numbers, that was Gray. Couldn't even see the number. Storfa with a good shot down low, but it goes wide of the net. Up the far side, bounces off the half wall and chipped back in, and we got an offsides call on Colorado as it entered the Boston zone. 3:02 left in the first period, still a 1-0 game. I figured this was going to be a very tight game, so let's see what these girls can do. Flanagan takes the draw there, got into the Boston zone, chipped up. Marvisi with it now. Gets it back to Plowman. Plowman comes flying up the far side boards and gets hauled down. No call there, chipped up the boards, and Marvisi was able to keep it in temporarily. Up to Plowman. Plowman with the puck now, carries it in, tries to get it over to number 5, Milish, and not able to control that puck is her. Brought into the Colorado zone. Flanagan with it down low. And that's picked off. Centering pass, and Boston buries their first goal of the game. Past Guerrera off of a pass from behind the net. And that is at the 2:19 mark of the first period. This is kind of how the first game went, where with Boston scoring first and Colorado answering, then Boston scoring again and Colorado answering for a 2-2 game. Let's hope Colorado can step it up and actually get some better control of this game. Wadey with the puck now, helping out right off the faceoff and getting it down low. Wadey down below the goal line, centering pass goes off of a skate and chipped down low. Wadey creating some chaos down low for Colorado, which is really good. And Buttenweiser gets it and throws it down low. Rowan now with it. Rowan with it in the Colorado zone after whiffing on it a couple times trying to get it out. Loses the puck, shot towards Guerrera, and puck is still loose. And we get a checking call being made, I believe, on Colorado as Wadey goes to the sin bin for body checking. USA hockey rules state that girls hockey is non-checking all the way up through the 19U, which is where USA hockey ends. The PWHL in college, they don't actually have checking, but they allow really physical play. If anybody hasn't had a chance to watch any of the PWHL games, I highly recommend doing so. It's quite entertaining, to say the least. So Boston on a power play. Colorado's on the penalty kill.
I realized you said
And we got an icing call on Colorado as they threw it all the way down. And we are at the 1 minute and 13 second mark of the first period. Current game is tied at 1. And we have 1:21 left on the Wadey checking penalty. Colorado not able to chip it out. Storfa putting on some good pressure, but picked up by Boston and thrown. It went off of a player right in front of the net. Boston gets it back. Back to the point. Shot towards the net. Guerrera gloves that one down easily enough. And we get another stoppage of play at 50.9 seconds left in the first period. Going to redo that face-off. Gray takes the face-off, and Colorado wins it, but not cleanly. Puck down below the goal line. Marvisi chips it up the boards. Up, not out. And pops towards Guerrera, and she covers it back up for another stoppage of play. 27.2 seconds left in the first period. This last minute is taking its sweet old time ending. A lot of stoppages of play. Flanagan taking the draw. Backhanded up. 9 picks that one off right at the blue line. Thrown towards the net. Guerrero with it, and she had a little bit of trouble finding that, but finally corrals it and covers it up. 17.9 seconds left in the first period. First period will never end at this rate. Flanagan again taking the draw. Marvisi with the puck, takes it behind the net. Good patience, chips it up the boards and out. Shot goes off of a skate in front. Puck's down on the near side boards. Marvisi with it, and that horn that you can't hear because it's on the other side of the glass from us signals the end of the first period. We got 7 seconds left on the Colorado penalty, and then they will be back at full strength. We are getting ready to roll into the second period. Stick with us. We'll be right back. All right, start of the second period. 7 seconds left on the Colorado penalty, and Colorado comes away with the puck, bounced off the glass, and then back down into the Boston zone. Corrigan gets to it first, centered it up front. Marvisi with it. And Colorado now at full strength. Collins gets it and chips that down low. Taken behind the goal line by Boston. Boston centering pass, or Colorado centering pass in the slot. Marvisi battling down low, a little bit out of position defensively, but still making plays. Collins with it, shot towards the net. That's blocked up front and goes past Marvisi on a clearing attempt by Boston. That goes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call on Boston. Colorado with some good pressure on that shift to end the penalty kill. Able to keep the puck down low and getting some chances, which is exactly what they need to be doing. Yeah. Gray stepping up to take the draw. And Boston wins that one, chipped up the boards. Bachman there to keep it in, picked back off by number 3. Bachman with it again. Chipped up the boards and out of the zone, thrown back in, and that's going to be an offsides call on Boston. So we're going to have the face-off right in front of us in the neutral zone. Gray taking the draw, going against number 35 for Boston, and 35 for Boston wins that one. Carried in by 10. She takes it down low, picked off by 35. Pass, shot towards the net, goes through the slot, but it was too high to be in the crease. Fry with it now. She gets pinned against the boards. Gray down to help out, and Boston comes away with that and throws it up ice. And it goes all the way down into the Boston zone, and the Boston goaltender covers it up as Landcamer was bearing down on her ferociously. So we're going to have a face-off in the Boston zone just to the left of the Boston goaltender. Gray taking the draw. Boston went for a change, so we'll see who steps up. 97, I believe. 92. I don't know, her jersey's kind of bunched up a little bit, so it's hard to tell. Colorado now with it. Shot towards the net, goes off the glove of the goaltender. Thomason picks it up. Rimmed around down low to Gray. Gray with it. Put that puck right up in front. Rowan keeps it in temporarily, finally picked off and chipped up the boards. Fry racing down to pick it up in the Colorado zone, but we have an icing call on Boston as it crosses over the goal line, so we will take that face-off all the way back down into the Boston zone. There's one referee. They really need to be helping this poor guy out. Passing on that type of situation, throw it down to him. Don't leave it all the way back against the boards. That's just uncool. Yeah. Milish gets it and keeps it down below the goal line. Thrown up by Boston. Buttenweiser there and goes off of somebody. I believe that was Flanagan and out of the Boston zone. Boston can with it down low in the Colorado zone, chipped up and out. Boston now with it. Over to the near side, picked up by 23 and carried down low. And Buttenweiser, good body positioning there to keep her from getting a good shot on net. Milish with it. I still don't know if I'm saying that last name correctly. Malish. I'm sure they've heard different variations. Backhanded by Plowman down low. Number 9 for Boston gets it and throws it up the boards. Centering pass. Shot towards the net. Plowman with a good shot that goes just wide. Picked up by Rowan, trying to get it up to Malish. Buttenweiser with it down in the Colorado zone. She's hounded by one of the Boston players. And Rowan has to race back, pick it up down below the goal line. Rowan with it. Carries it up. Off the far side boards, and that it should be going all the way down, but the referee, he initially waved that one off, but then he decided to call it. Again, we got to give the poor guy some leeway. Doing these games right here as a single official out here is, that it's commendable. He's doing it, and he does get paid double for doing the game. But this should, at a minimum, this should be a two-man system game. That puck is bouncing around in front. Finally, Corrigan gets it, throws it behind the net. Corrigan rims it up the boards, and that's picked off on the half wall. Shot towards the net. Redirected wide by Marvisi. Over to Corrigan. Corrigan carries it up. Tries to get it to Wadey. Wadey with good body position. Misses the net. Corrigan picks it up down below the goal line. Bounced up on a backhand. Collins not able to keep that one in as that pops out of the zone. 9:37 left in the second period. One of these teams needs to start putting a little more pressure on. Remember, no ties in pool, or now that we're out of the pool play. And that goes off of the back of the coach for Boston. He kind of laughs it off, but I think that beamed him right in the head. Get it? Boston, bean. Corrigan kicks it up, and puck stuck right at center ice in the neutral zone, picked off by Boston. Thrown over, number 86 with it. Shot, and that is a goal by Boston. That kind of caught everybody by surprise. I believe that was number 30. No, that was 86, I believe, that scored that goal for Boston. And that puts Boston up 2-0. 2-1. My bad. Should be 2-0. Gray taking the draw. Gray with it, right off the faceoff, carries it in. Tried to get it over to, who is that? Number 13, Landcamer. Back down into the Colorado zone. Fry with it, bounced off the boards, and swept off her feet, but not in a good way. Batted at by Landcamer. Landcamer with some good body position. Gray gets it, carries it in, steps around. Back to the D, Bachman with it, throws it wide of the net, picked up by Landcamer down low. Landcamer tries to center it, but nobody there. Fry with it, thrown down low. And Gray gets it and throws it back to one of the Boston players. Great job by Fry there. Rimmed around over to the far side, picked up by Bachman. Chipped off the boards and out. Landcamer now with it. We got a little bit of an odd man rush here. Landcamer carrying it in. Shot blocked up front. And that puck is bouncing around. The goaltender slides across, manages to cover it up. But it looks like we got Boston going to the box for a penalty. Let's see what the call is. Number 23 going to the box for a hook. So that's going to put Colorado on a power play. Flanagan taking the draw for Colorado. Rimmed around over to the near side. Bachman chasing it down. Choi there to help out, and Choi gets it down low. Number 9 for Boston picks it up, and quick change of direction. Loses one of the Colorado players. Rims around over to the near side, and kept in by Bachman. Choi with it, steps to the front, and a backhanded shot that the goaltender made a good save with. Picked up down low by 35, chipped up and out as Fry was not able to keep it in. Bachman with it. Bachman with the puck, spins away from everybody, comes flying up ice, and loses the puck, but Flanagan able to get to it and keep it in. Right on the near side boards where I don't have really good visibility, pops out. Bachman chases it down into the Colorado zone, only 10 seconds left on the Colorado power play. Throwing up the boards, but not out as Boston was able to keep it in. Finally, it goes off the leg of Fry and out of the zone. But number 13 gets it and throws it down low. Bachman having to chase it back down. Gets it up to Fry. Fry with it. She carries it into the zone and is bumped. Centering pass. Plowman chasing that one down. Plowman throws it past one of the Boston players. And kept in by Rowan. Pops out. Plowman picks it up. Over to back to Plowman. Shot off the goaltender, goes up over the net, picked up by Boston down low, throwing up the boards. Rowan picks that one off and keeps it in. Milish gets it and throws it down low. Picked off by Boston and thrown up the boards, kept in by Buttenweiser, thrown towards the net, but nobody there, and pops out. Rowan having to chase it down. Back into the zone and an offsides call on Boston. Colorado's got to start getting some better attempts down low. Yep. But none of those are solid scoring chances. Boston's doing a really good job of pinching off that that slot area. Chipped up the boards into the neutral zone and back down low. Wadey there to help out. Over to the far side. That's picked off by Buttenweiser and back into the zone. Up to Corrigan. Corrigan carries it in. Hands it off to Wadey. Thrown down low as she had a couple players on her. Number 9 with it. Throwing up the boards. And chipped out of the zone by number 36. Sorry, 86, the last goal scorer for Boston, but that goes all the way down for an icing call. So we're going to have a face-off down in the Boston zone. Colorado's still down 2-1 in this game. Let's see if Colorado can get one buried and get this game tied up. Wadey with the puck on the near side boards, had it stripped away from her. She gets it back. Wadey gets it up to Corrigan and crosses over before Corrigan can with the puck. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone on an offsides call. 3:49 left in the second period. Landcamera with the puck, carries it in. Shot that's blocked up front. Colorado gets it down low. Landcamera not able to control it. Chipped up the near side boards. Flanagan picks that one off and gets it down low. Centering pass. Landcamera right there, and the goaltender covers that one up. And we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off just to the goaltender's left. Yeah. Flanagan taking the draw. Going against 90. I can't tell if that's 92 or 97. And pops towards the goaltender by Thomason. And the goaltender covers that one up easily enough. Flanagan again taking the draw. .23 carries it up. Got 3 Colorado players on her. Marvisi with it now. Thrown up the near side boards. That's picked off. Landcamera gets it back. Chips it up to Flanagan. Flanagan carries it in. Had it knocked off her stick. Landcamera with it. Shot towards the net. Goes just wide. Thomason has to pick it up on the far side. And had it knocked away from her as there were 3 Boston players right there. Up the boards. Shot towards the net by Collins. And we have an offside call on Boston, so we'll have the face-off right in front of us. Fence apart. Chip down low. Colorado bounces it off one of the Boston sticks, but manages to keep it down low. Chipped up the boards. And towards the goaltender by Landa, and the goaltender covers that one up easily enough. 2:09 left in the second period. Landa taking the draw, back to the point. Bachman with it now. Over to Fry. Fry gets it down low. Choi tries to center that pass. Picked off by Boston. Not a lot of communication. Over to Fry from Bachman up to Landa. They do not connect on that. Landa carries it in though. Choi with it. Shot. Goaltender with a good pad save. Picked up in the far corner. Thrown up. And Fry manages to keep that one in. Landa gets it and throws it down low. 1:38 left in the second period. Chipped up the boards. And Fry gets it and just lobs it down low. Rimmed around over to the near side. And thrown up and out, and that should be an icing call as that ekes its way over the goal line, and we do have an icing call with 1:18 left in the second period. Current score 2-1 with Boston up. Gray taking the draw. Gray wins that one. Back to Plowman. Plowman with a shot. Goaltender saw that one and did not allow a rebound. Face off to the left of the Boston goaltender now. Gray taking the draw. Back up to the point. Rowan with it. Rowan tried to hand that one off, and not very good communication between her and Buttenweiser. Rimmed around over to the near side, Plowman there, and she throws it up, but not out. Milish gets it and ends up losing the puck. Thrown down low, Buttenweiser chases that down in the Colorado zone. Chipped up the boards and not out as Boston controlling it. Good play by Milish to get body positioning. Shot blocked up front, goes over the net. Pick up by Plowman down below the goal line, centering pass, number 9 with it now. Buttenweiser takes a little bit of a spill, and Boston with another goal as that goes past Guerrera into the back of the net. With 11 seconds left, Boston extends their lead by another goal. Flanagan taking the draw, and Boston wins that one back to the Boston D. Chipped up the boards and out. Puck stuck right in front of the Boston zone. Wadey there to help out, and we have the end of the second as the horn sounds. Colorado's got to get their ducks in a row and see if they can get some more scoring chances to get back into this game. We'll be back shortly with the start of the third period. Stick with us. And as always, if you're new to the channel, and watching the games on here, please like and subscribe. That helps us. We were able to do more things as we hit the 1,000 subscribers mark on the channel. So by all means, help me help you guys. Thank you, and we will be back shortly. All right, start of the third period. No clear winner on that face-off. Wadey comes away with it, throws it off the far side boards, and chipped back out by Boston. Flanagan with it, gets it over to Marvisi, up to Corrigan. Corrigan carries it in and throws it down low. Rimmed around, back to Marvisi. Marvisi with it, backhands it down low, but only temporarily. Marvisi with it, bounces it again off the boards and chipped down low, and Wadey picks that one up. Batted at by Boston, and they get control of it. Corrigan with it. Corrigan stumbles, but manages to maintain control. Wadey steps in. Thrown up the boards. Marvisi picks that one off, steps to the center. Shot off the goaltender. Another shot. Oh, eked underneath the goaltender, but went wide of the net. Corrigan throws it over to the far side. Wadey chases that one down, and she gets bumped. Thrown up the far side boards. And picked off by Collins. Collins throws it towards the net. Goes off of a Boston player down into the Colorado zone. No icing on that one. Marvisi picks it up down below the goal line. Gets it up to Landa. Landa tries to carry it in, but we have an offsides call as Landcamer had already entered the zone. We're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone. Landa taking the draw. Boston carries it into the Colorado zone, number 37, hounded by Choi. Or sorry, that was Fry down low. Up to Thomason. Thomason carries it in. Boston gets back very quickly. Thomason trying to make a little bit of a fancy move and ends up losing the puck. Bachman with it back to Fry. Fry throws it down low. Bachman right there, but not able to get control of it. Fry with it. She comes out from behind the goal line, but not able to maintain control. Fry gets it, throws it off the skate of Thomason. Shot towards the net. Thomason picks it up on the half wall, tries to chip it up and out, and we have a player down. I believe that's Bachman. I didn't see what happened to her, but they stopped play because she was down on the ice. So we'll have the face-off just to the left of Guerrera in the Colorado zone. Gray taking the draw. Boston controlling it down low in the Colorado zone. Centering pass. Choi picks that one off. Gets it up to Storfa. Storfa not able to control that as that goes all the way down. No icing there. But it is in the Boston zone. Rimmed around over to the far side. Choi picks that one off. Takes it down below the goal line. Centering pass. Storfa not able to control that as it grenades off her stick. Gray with it. Chips it up and out as Butenweiser has to chase it down in her own zone. Storfa with it on the near side boards and throws that down into the Boston zone. Number 9 for Boston with it. Quick change of direction, loses Gray. Butenweiser chips it up over to the near side as Boston gets control of it. Boston's number 11 carries it in, loses the puck. 23 for Boston with it, towards the net, redirected by number 11 as she was left open right in the slot. Flanagan with it, bounces it off the boards and out, chipped down low. Butenweiser gets it and throws it out, back in. Butenweiser with it, gets it up to Flanagan. Flanagan carries it into the Boston zone, and Boston gets control of it and rims it around. Chipped up past Butenweiser, and Rowan knocks it off the stick of the Boston player. Back to Rowan. Thrown down in. Colorado's not doing a real good job of getting possession of the puck in the Boston zone. Boston's doing a pretty good job of playing the defenders in their own zone and closing up those gaps very quickly. Rimmed around over on the far side. Finally, Boston gets it out. Rowan picks it up. Over to Butenweiser. Back to Rowan. Rowan up to Plowman. Plowman gets it and is hounded by one of the Boston players and backhands it down low. Into the zone by Corrigan. Collins with it now as it pops out of the zone. Corrigan not able to handle that pass from Collins. Chipped up the near side boards, or far side boards, rimmed around over to the near side. Corrigan there to pick it up, and she's not able to get it low. Collins with it, chipped down low, and Corrigan bats at it, but not able to get it low. Flanagan with it. Over to Marvisi. I don't think Marvisi was expecting that one. She gets it. Has to reset in the neutral zone. Boston now with it. Thrown towards the net. Marvisi picks it up. Steps around two of the Boston players. Gets it up to Wadey. Wadey with it. Shot blocked up front. And off the near side boards. Not out as Landa just gets it down low. Marvisi picks that one off. And steps around two more of the Boston players, leaves it for Corrigan. Corrigan with it. Chipped down low by Landa, but Boston comes away with that one. Over to the far side, thrown up the boards. Collins there, shot saved by the goaltender and glove down as nobody was in front of the net. Still 3-1, Boston up in this game. Time is winding down, 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Colorado's got to get their ducks in a row and find their scoring touch to bury a couple of them. Gray picks it up down below the goal line. Gray gets knocked down, and Boston comes away with it. Fry with it. Quick change of direction. Fry comes up through the neutral zone, shot on off the goaltender, bouncing around, and the goaltender manages to cover it up. So we get another stoppage of play. 6:24 left in the third period. Gray stepping up to take the draw. Back to the point. Bachman with a shot, redirected wide. Batted at by Boston and chipped up and out of the zone. Past Bachman and thrown wide of the net. Storfa trying to pick it up. Throws it down low past Fry. Bachman with it. Tries to get it up to Storfa. Batted down low again. Another shot and a goal by number 23 for Boston. As Colorado is not able to keep the Boston players from getting wide open in their own zone. Boston controlling it off that face-off. Thrown down low, past Buttenweiser. No icing there. Buttenweiser chases it down. Picked up down below the goal line. And Boston battling against the boards. They lose the puck. Back up by Rowan. Gets it up to Malish. And that pass is picked off. And thrown back down into the Colorado zone by Boston. Right now, Boston's just trying to keep play out of their own zone. And Plumman gets it and backhands it into the Boston zone. Has to chase down going against number 9. Plumman comes off the boards with it. Leaves it for Malish. Malish with it back to the point. Buttenweiser shot towards the net, and that's blocked up front. Back up past Buttenweiser and out of the zone. Rowan chasing that one down. Off the near side or far side boards, Rowan again with it. Thrown up the boards and bobbled and finally gets out on the second attempt. Colorado's got to get it off that boards and maintain control. Malish gets it and throws it down low. Rimmed around, picked off by Landa. And popped out of the zone. Colorado not able to maintain that blue line. Rowan with it now. Landa not able to control that pass. A little one-on-one. Down shot off the blocker of Guerrera. Colorado maintains control of it, barely in their own zone. Buttenweiser with the puck now, takes it behind her own net. Shot wide of the net. That almost went in. It wasn't that far wide of the net. Play right along the boards. Boston controlling that. Quick change of direction. Centering pass. Backhanded towards the net. Landa right there. Pinched against the boards. Just a hair over 3 minutes left with 3 goals. 3 goals down. Colorado. Up to Corrigan. Corrigan not able to handle that one. Backhanded up the far boards. Back down into the neutral zone. Marvisi there. Gets it up to Corrigan. Corrigan carries it in. Shot wide of the net. Chipped up the boards and kept in. Lobbed back in deep by Collins. Number 10 with it for Boston. Chipped up the boards and all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call, and it is on Boston. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period and down by 3 goals. That's a tough ask for any team. It all starts with one goal though. If Colorado can at least bury one, they might be able to do something. Thomason gets it in and loses the puck. Collins having to chase it back down in the neutral zone. Collins quick change of direction. Back to Thomason. Thomason steps through one of the Boston players, not able to get a shot off. Marvisi there. Her shot's blocked. Marvisi backhands it up and back down into the Colorado zone. Time's winding down. 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the third period. And we got an offsides call as Thomason carried it into the zone as Landcamer was already in the zone. Chipped up and out of the rink into the Boston bench. So we'll redo the face-off at center ice with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. Flanagan gets it down low for Colorado into the Boston zone. Chipped off the boards by Choi. Centering pass. And puck is just bouncing around. Finally, Boston gets control of it. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the game. Bachman with it. Carries it into two of the Boston players. Now Wadey gets it up, not out. And does on the second attempt. 1 minute, less than 1 minute left in the game. Looks like Boston's probably going to take this game. Fry with it now. Up the near side boards, and not able to handle that is Storfa. Gray with it again. Thrown up the boards, not out. Choi bats it past one of the Boston defenders. Gets it down into Boston zone. And shot on, but goaltender made a great save there. And Guerrero covers that one up. So we get a stoppage of play with 8.2 seconds left in the game. This last faceoff will probably do it for the game. Unfortunately, Boston moves on and Colorado is done for the weekend. Bachman with the puck, carries it up and throws it all the way down into the Boston zone. No icing as time ran out. That does it for this game. Boston again moves on. Colorado, well, they go home. So, not sure when the next game broadcast on this channel will be, but please join us. Like and subscribe. You get notified whenever we go live. In the meantime, everybody have a good. What day is it? Sunday? It's Sunday. Everybody have a good Sunday evening, and we will see you around on this channel for the next game. We'll let the video feed run for a little bit through the handshake line, and then we will say adios.